Discover Bryan College Station. This week we are here at Ronin and we have been looking forward to this for some time now. This is Amanda and Bryan, the two owners, and we wanted to introduce you to them and let them tell you a little bit about this place, the things that they offer, everything like that.
So maybe let's start with like, where did the concept for Ronin come from, and then some of the unique things about it that maybe nobody would know.
We're Bryan and Amanda. We have a farm and a restaurant. The farm is located about 10 minutes away from the restaurant, which is pretty unique. Chef husband raising the chickens and the pigs, and we have a farmer that raises our vegetables.
We bought the farm with really no idea of what we were going to do with it, although like even it just inspired us to do something. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do. Just we found if we grew our own vegetables, or if we bought vegetables locally from Texas, and the same with the animals and everything, the product was so much better. Menus and everything changed because the seasons changed and the vegetables changed. And we found there's no reason to buy a tomato in January because it's just not very good. But if you wait till July for a sun-ripened heirloom tomato, wow, that's tomato. You know? And so we've been doing that kind of the whole time.
Yeah, earlier Bryan was saying how we live in a world of grocery stores now. And so coming to a place like this where you really are eating things that are grown naturally 10 minutes from here in the season that it was like created to be grown in, makes a huge difference in the taste and just overall quality of the final product and the food that you'll get when you eat here. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, that's unique. I don't know of many places, if any, actually, that put so much thought into their food that they would not use a vegetable a certain time of year because it's just simply not as good that time of year. But for you to specifically not offer that on the menu because it's just simply not going to be the best time of year for that, I think says something.
So something that Bryan was touching on earlier is the Moonlight Dinners. So tell us a little bit about that. Like, how often do you have those? Where are they? How do you get to go to one?
So we get as close as we can to the full moon itself, and when the timing is right, it's great because you're having dessert in the garden and the full moon is coming up right over you, and so you almost don't even need the candles at that point. It's so bright with the full moon. We've had these big communal tables that because we just started doing that, and then we've had so many people walk into it, it's like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of something that we used to do as a child or with my family when I was 50 years ago. There used to be these communal tables, and families and neighbors all came together, and so somebody called it, at that point it wasn't a restaurant, it was a social experiment. Because
I think it's going really well.
We've had so many people who've made friends and made business contacts, and then the next month they all bought tickets and came to the next full moon, and they all wanted to sit together. And it was great. There was like such a disparity of people, none of which were friends before, but all of a sudden they all became friends over food.
Well, it kind of seems like that's the theme and the feel of your restaurant in general. I'm sure it's hard to come here and not make a friend.
Trying to say community through food. Trying to bring people together and make friends and connections over really delicious and soulful food.
And healthy food, and done with love and care and actual work. And
we have a secondary dining room.
Yeah, you don't have to sit next to people that you don't want to sit next to.
If you really want something more intimate, we have that as well. We just wanted to try to bring the farm to town a little bit by offering the communal seating.
And then how would one sign up for a Moonlight Dinner?
So reservations can be made for both the farm and the restaurant on our website, which is just ronintx.com.
Awesome. Okay, so that probably wraps up a good amount of what this place is all about, what you can expect when you come eat here. Should people book a reservation, or is it pretty easy to get a seat?
It's, for the most part, it's easy to get a seat.
We always say recommended, but not required.
But certainly not required.
Okay, awesome.
And our bar top is always open to walk-ins. We don't usually reserve the bar tops.
Okay. You can get onto their website and make reservations, look at their calendar, and stay up to date all things Ronin.
Well, thanks for joining. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. At the end of the day, fresh food is literally grown 10 minutes that way.
Yeah, soulful.
Yeah, soulful.
All right. See you next week. You just gotta cut it.